Hey guys, Christmas is around the corner, and you know what that means? Another AI generated Coca-Cola ad. So, 3 days ago, Coca-Cola posted this to their YouTube channel. Coca-Cola holidays are coming. So, let's take a look at this. At least here, they wrote created by Real Magic AI. So there's that transparency there. We know it's AI generated. We've got a super wobbly street that would never pass any sort of legal inspection code with an AI generated Coca-Cola truck with the logo that is not correct on the side. And our truck is driving. Oh, what are these? AI generated polar bears, AI generated penguins. The AI generated polar bears was in last year's video too. And we've got a lot of AI generated animals with, again, the Coca-Cola truck driving along. Very, very interesting. Oh wow, the seals are something. The sea lions, that is. People online were also commenting about the Santa. They were kind of saying that the Santa is giving nightmare fuel vibes. Definitely love the giant glowing billboard in the middle of the woods. We've got AI dogs, AI trucks, AI cars, AI squirrels, AI people on the road, and we got a squirrel on the top of the tree. Yep. So Coca-Cola Real Magic. That is the ad. And, it's something all right. And Coca-Cola is really doubling down on this. So we have this article by people.com written by Rachel Raposas, published November 5th. Coca-Cola doubles down on AI commercial following last year's backlash. Because I don't know if you guys remember it, I made a video about this, but last year's Coca-Cola AI ad received a lot of backlash online of people just generally being unhappy that AI was used in the ad. But according to people.com, Coca-Cola's global vice president and head of generative AI, Pratik Thakkar, told Today.com that the 2025 campaign ads were guided by human storytellers to ensure each commercial's authentic and emotionally resonant content. Quote, Coca-Cola embraces innovation with AI-powered storytelling, bringing beloved holiday traditions and new festive narratives to life, end quote, Thakkar told the outlet. Quote, our new and refreshed holidays are coming adverts blend our heritage with modern innovation, demonstrating a unique collaboration of human creativity and cutting-edge generative AI, end quote. And there's an extra layer of intrigue to this because the studio that worked on this went on Twitter to make a post November 5th. I guess to get some hyper followers maybe. The studio's name is Secret Level, and they write, once again, our Coca-Cola, quote, holidays are coming, end quote, film is getting a lot of attention. But what most people don't see is what goes on behind the scenes. Projects like this take enormous amounts of craft, coordination, and heart. From world building and animation to storytelling and sound, the work runs deep. Let's take a look at this video, guys. This is comedic gold, I'm telling you.
In 2025, Coca-Cola and Secret Level partnered again to reimagine the Holidays Are Coming commercial. This time expanding into a brand new story world with
So yeah, we have a whole bunch of animals that weren't featured in the ad that we saw.
animated characters, all celebrating
Like
the
these
arrival
characters
of
we
the
didn't see.
Coca-Cola caravan. Every year since 1995, the iconic campaign has signaled the official start of the holiday season. Last year, our reimagining of the campaign became one of the most talked about ads of the year.
So this is something the video highlights, that it was one of the most talked about adverts of the year, and it was extremely divisive. So I guess it kind of depends whether an advert is considered a success or not. Depends on what the company determines a success. Some companies would determine a lot of impressions as a success. Others would determine sales as a success, etc. If their driving metric for success is impressions, then yeah, I guess in their eyes they succeeded because it was very talked about. From a public perception, this is me as a consumer looking, it seemed to be viewed pretty negatively. A lot of people were not happy about the advert and were criticizing its use of Gen AI. So if you look at it from that realm, it didn't seem to change the public perception of Coke / drop it a little bit from what I've seen anyways, right? Maybe it's the space that I exist in the internet. So it depends.
Seen by billions around the world.
Let's have a look at Coke.
Coca-Cola.
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 Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola commercial.
It proved that timeless icons and cutting-edge technology could create holiday magic at a global scale.
This is where the comedic gold gets in, guys, okay? Because it's about artistry. I just think it's really funny, We got a Coca-Cola sketch of the bottle, label size, new shape, label size. Maybe I'm mistaken. Aren't there standard bottle sizes? Maybe somebody had to sketch the bottle out, but I'm pretty sure there's standard Coke bottle sizes. What is palm. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe that's like the curvature of the bottom. I don't know, right? People on the internet were laughing about this one. They were laughing about this one because this is a character sheet of a fox in a blue collared shirt and a brown vest with gloves on. A little foxy boy. And typically in a character reference sheet, you have your character facing a bunch of different directions with a bunch of different expressions that are commonly used so that people can reference it. So it's like, well, if I need to draw this fox looking real angry, how am I going to do that? Let me look at that reference sheet. Oh shit, there's not a single photo of this fox being angry because this reference sheet has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 heads, and there's only 2 expressions shown. Happy with their eyes closed and happy with their eyes open. I mean, I guess maybe playing some devil's advocate here, potentially, there wasn't a need for an angry fox due to the fact that they would not show an angry character in a Coca-Cola ad. I really don't think they would do that. I just think it's interesting that like there's a very limited range of expressions being shown here. It's somehow the same character and a different character at the same time. Like these eyes are not the same as these eyes, which are not the same as this eye, which is not the same as this one, even though these two are in the same profile. This one just has one lower eyebrow and raised one eyebrow. And then the way the fox is holding its hands doesn't quite look natural. Right here, we've got like fingers intersecting into other fingers. I'm curious as to your thoughts, right? Do you think this is an AI generated fox character sheet to try to make it seem like it's human made? That's what the general perception on Twitter anyways is, that this is not even a hand-drawn ref sheet.
Our team of artists work.
Our team of artists work. I don't know. When you say the word artist, it implies, I feel like for the most part, that it's like hand-drawn, you know, that it's like a human artist that's made. But we've got spooky panda back here. Our running baby pandas actually do not have the same amount of toes on each foot. And the snow that's falling are actually just artifacts. No one draws snow like this.
Frame by frame, often pixel by pixel, to shape these.
So let's just hear what they say, okay?
Frame by frame, often pixel by pixel, to shape these characters, their gestures, their wardrobes, their personalities.
So hold up. You're saying that your artists draw the characters frame by frame as the video is showing AI generated images of pandas? Like, this is not a frame by frame art piece hand drawn by an artist at your company that's being paid a really good fair wage.
Every detail was crafted to breathe life into these animated characters. Always at its center is the Coca-Cola caravan, but around it, a cast of unexpected characters from
Take a look at this. Take a look at this.
A cast of unexpected characters from every corner of the globe.
Just keep that in mind. We'll revisit that.
Sea lions on the piers of San Francisco.
Just note how like jacked up the Coca-Cola logo is. Sorry, I just thought that was funny.
Francisco. Koalas in
I think they realized they couldn't make it look right, so then they left it like that.
Koalas in the eucalyptus trees of Australia. Rabbits in the
Once again, we have like another AI generated rabbit character sheet because again, like I'm just saying, a ref sheet, the point of a ref sheet is for other people on your team to look at the sheet and be able to recreate your character over and over again with full accuracy, right? Which is why you want all the angles, all the expressions. This rabbit is not the same as this rabbit. And then your character sheet has 2 of the same frame, like 2 of this exact same side profile of the rabbit.
Rabbits in the canals of Amsterdam. Animals from all over the world with near human traits coming together in harmony, celebrating the arrival of the
Again, we have the foxes that look suspiciously like Nick from Zootopia. I'm just curious. Let me know. Do you guys think this is an AI generated sketch? Just curious.
holiday season.
Take a look again.
Season.
Let me back that up for you guys. What is this person coloring in?
Season. For generations, the sound of the jingle and the sight of
Again, I just find it really funny because we have another Coca-Cola truck with the Coca-Cola logo all smushed up on the side.
And the sight of the Coca-Cola trucks have signaled that the holidays are here. This year, our characters share that same level of anticipation. Their joy mirrors the audience's joy. The result is a truly global holiday story, crafted
And then here we have the Nightmare Fuel Santa again.
with technology, animation, and imagination. A celebration of anticipation, joy, and togetherness, with the magic of Coca-Cola at its heart.
So that is the video that the company put out. not Coca-Cola, but the studio they worked with secret level. The comments weren't particularly happy. We have a commenter that writes, "It's getting a lot of attention because this stinks." Another commenter writes, "The company is openly bragging about how few people they had to pay, but you're out here talking about the enormous effort. Which is it? And if it really was that much effort, why not make a traditional ad that doesn't look like crap?" Another commenter adds, "Hey everyone, chill. Didn't you hear the AI voiceover tell you it was frame by frame and maybe even pixel by pixel?" And another commenter adds, "Shows different AI iterations and tries to backwards engineer them as implied human artwork past the storyboard stage. Fake art accounts have been peddling the same lies for years already. It looks fine, just own it and don't spin it." And this is so funny. This is a quote retweet by a user by the name of SpiderBeef23 writing, "Buddy, you forgot to connect your Apple Pencil." This is the frame where I was telling you guys, please, watch it, watch it. Look at this. This is the bunny with the flower on its hat. In the video, the person zooms in and starts drawing nothing. If you're gonna fake the art process, at least, I don't know, turn your Apple Pencil on. Even the art fakers who use the eraser method to go erase the layer on top to reveal the layer below, being like, wow, look what I drew. At least they turned their Apple Pencil on. And again, another commenter adds, "The way you can so obviously see they imported a picture onto the canvas, a very low res one at that. Come on, man. No artist worth their salt is going to be working at that low of a resolution for an advertisement for a major brand." This behind the scenes ad is effing hysterical. Them scrambling to make up examples to pretend there was any actual artistry behind this AI slop is so effing funny. Like, quote, "Yo, Polly, yeah, zoom in and draw a minuscule line on the bunny's flower. Yeah, it looks great. Not forced at all," end quote. Another commenter says, "I truly don't get this, LMAO. Aren't they proud of using generated images? Like, why not just show them typing prompts over and over? What's up with the painting roleplay?" And about the character ref sheet, another Twitter user, I'm not gonna read their name, I'm sorry, writes, "The depths of deceit and grift going on here. AI generated everything and a fake, quote, behind the scenes, end quote, video hastily thrown together to lie about an enormous amount of craft. AI generated sketches and fake pretend drawing. If you're also effing gung-ho about the power of Gen AI, why do this? Why pretend this is human craft to claw at a semblance of legitimacy?" And a commenter adds, "Wow, look at that set of foxes, definitely not spit out by AI pretending poorly to be a real character model sheet." And then a user, "Is this a 3D model?" comments the Coca-Cola bottle. This one gets funnier every time we look at it. And yeah, like you really needed a sketch for how the Coca-Cola bottle looks like. Also, what are these numbers? Like 20 meters? 20 millimeters? This is not millimeters though. 013M 001W? What is the bottom measuring? What is this? Label size question mark. Hold up. Okay, again, sorry, not trying to like lose it for a second here, but what do you mean label size? Because big companies like Coca-Cola, now I don't work for Coca-Cola, I cannot speak for Coca-Cola, but from my interpretation of how a company of this size would work, they have everything down to a T. Have you guys seen the Pepsi rebrand? Because the Pepsi rebrand manual document, look at this, okay? This is a 27-page document to show the rebrand of the Pepsi logo. If you guys haven't looked at this, I'll link it down below. This is very interesting. Look at all of this science, okay? Convention, innovation, DNA going through Pepsi. Pepsi leading to the future. Oh, wow, look at the Pepsi can shapes. Look at all these circles. They cite all of these popular circles in culture, media, and history. Can labels researching. This was like a ton of money, by the way. Tracing the Pepsi DNA. Wow, it's made up of circles. New Pepsi, more circles, new Pepsi logo. Here are all the circles. They're breaking it down, simplifying the circle logic. We've got the golden ratio in here now. The golden ratio for Pepsi circles. Basically, we've got magnetic dynamics in here, globe dynamics, one identity, multiple emotions, and then how the Pepsi logo like fits all of these expressions, all of these expressions and moods. Anyways, going all the way down. We expand into like basically quantum physics of the Pepsi universe. Like, I'm not even kidding. All of this, by the way, to rebrand the Pepsi logo, all of that to go from this to this. So, you're telling me that a brand like Coca-Cola, well, this is their competitor brand, Pepsi, okay, puts together a 27-page rebrand document with quantum physics, the golden ratio, and magnetic dynamics, okay, for their logo. You're telling me they wouldn't already have, like, I don't know, something really, really similar for the physics and shape of a Coca-Cola bottle with the label size already standardized across the company? Is there truly a need for a very simplified sketch of the Coke bottle with numbers that don't actually add up and random sketch lines that don't actually add up? Like, what is this 11? And I like how they put bubbles question mark as if they didn't know their drink is carbonated. Sorry, again, just like what this commenter said, the more I look at it, the funnier it gets. And I'm sure as you guys are staring at it, you guys can pick apart more funny things and let me know in the comment section below. I just wanted to share the story because I feel like this is the gift that keeps giving, man. Maybe next year there might be another ad and it'll be equally as funny. But let me know your thoughts on the video. Don't send hate to any parties involved, and I would love to see any more things you pick out from this advertisement because there's a lot to pick out here. So if you like this video, I appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Don't forget to check me out on Etsy. I have digital art there for streamers and creators like emotes and overlays. I also have a coffee with free resources like a free sponsorship guide, and I stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. PST. So I hope to catch y'all there or in another video. Peace.